In this video, I want to talk to you about speech therapy or stuttering therapy and my personal experience with it. Hi everyone and welcome to Stuttering Leo. My name is Leo and I have a stutter. In this video, as I mentioned, I want to talk to you about my personal experience with speech therapy or stuttering therapy and what I thought about the whole thing. Now, it's been quite a while since I had speech therapy. In fact, it's been a good number of years. I had speech therapy around when I was 24, 25, maybe a bit early actually. I don't remember, it's been that long. I had it because I always had a fear of public speaking. Not just the general fear of public speaking, but because I had a stammer, I would fear it a lot more. And I decided that I would need to somehow come up with a way to tackle all these presentations I'd have to do in university. Presentations where I'd have to speak in front of 50 plus people in the lecture halls. Something I was pretty scared of. So I decided to go to speech therapy. And speech therapy would hopefully, in my eyes, come up with the solution to my stammer. So this was a group speech therapy, not a one-to-one session, but a group speech therapy that was once a week, happened once a week. It was a 10-week long workshop therapy session, whatever you want to call it. And you're in a group of maybe around 5 to 6 different individuals, different stutterers with different severities of stutter. I was one of the few mild cases. It was a great insight to see how people would deal with their stammer, but really bad stammer, to the point that they couldn't speak. It was both a good experience and a sad experience. Good because it opened my eyes more to stuttering and the different experiences people have, but sad because some people were really affected by it. And I guess everyone went there. Some were new to the course. Some I think were regulars. I was obviously new to it. So some who were new like me went in there trying to find a cure basically, like myself. During the first few sessions, we just got to know each other. We got to know everyone and really find out why they came to the course or workshop, what they expected from it, and the difficulties everyone had with their stammer. So I went into stammering. I went into the course hoping to find a cure to my stammer. I mean, I knew what stammering was. Stuttering from a young age, I knew what stuttering was. I knew, I researched it. I knew the challenges of it. But I assumed that with some sort of therapy, you could cure it or reduce it to a point where you don't have to worry about it so much. So I went in there thinking, so far in my life, it's been a nuisance, but I never needed to really tackle it so much compared to now when I'm in university, petrified of having to speak in front of 50 individuals, staring at me, giving a presentation. So I thought this is the time for me to go ahead and kind of sort this out. And I went into therapy thinking that it would be a quick solution. Unfortunately, that was far from the case. The course, even though it was a good insight into therapy in general, so a good insight to speech therapy in general, especially relating to stuttering, it focused more on acceptance of your stutter rather than a cure for it. I didn't know what to think about that. It almost was like a slap to the face. And I say that because it felt as though my dreams of being able to speak fluently were kind of shattered. I also felt that my fear of having to speak out in public will always remain a fear. I left the course after 10 weeks or so, not really improving on my speech, but rather just building the confidence within myself to stutter. And even though years have passed, I still haven't really made a huge difference. I have made a difference. I'm able to speak in front of crowds with less worry, but I still get scared. I still worry about public speaking. I still get anxious over it. But this course was more about being more assertive when it comes to speaking out loud, to accept your stammer, your stutter, and that was it. It wasn't something that I felt was the solution I was looking for. It basically wasn't something I felt I needed until life itself gave me the experiences of being assertive, of being more confident. Now I understand what this course was about. My time in corporate environments, having to work with different individuals, to having to present in front of groups for my job, that in itself built my confidence. And I realized that the more I did those sort of things, the more confident I began to be when it came to speaking in front of a crowd. And that life experience was what this course was about. They didn't want to provide a cure. Is there even a cure? I don't think so. But they knew this. I mean, I guess people go to these courses looking for some sort of solution, and that solution being an actual cure for their stuttering. But it ended up being more about accepting stuttering and being more confident within yourself as a stutterer. So without kind of dragging this video along, my experience with speech therapy was I went into it looking for a cure. But in fact, what we all need to focus on is the mental aspects of stuttering. And I truly believe that the more confidence we build within ourselves, the better our stutter would be. I don't believe there is a direct cure for stuttering. People might grow out of it. People might come to a point where they somehow no longer stutter anymore. But I genuinely think it comes down to how mentally prepared or mentally strong we are. The stronger we are mentally, the more confident we are, the better presence we have as individuals. That in itself can reduce our stutter. So yeah, I hope I didn't just keep babbling on in this video. I just wanted to kind of share my personal experience with speech therapy. It's not to say speech therapy is bad. I'm just giving you my personal view of how it affected me and how I went into it the wrong way. I might try it in the future. I think it might be a useful step for my personal self-therapy with stuttering. Doing things on my own is great, building confidence on my own is great, but the more I understand stuttering, the better I feel about going into a workshop or course and being open-minded, knowing that it might not just be a cure that they are trying to promote, but rather just acceptance. So if you are thinking about speech therapy, maybe think about it in the same way. Don't go into it assuming that you're going to come out speaking fluently. Go into every speech therapy session that you plan to do now or in the future with an open mind. I hope you got a better understanding of my experience with speech therapy, and I hope that kind of helps you understand speech therapy as a whole, whether you're planning to do it soon or in the future. But yeah, thank you. If you've enjoyed it, please don't forget to like this video, make sure to subscribe and leave a comment too. See you next time.